Like any editor or workflow, you'll find your own processes and shortcuts, but I'd like to give you a tour of the editor's toolbar so that you can see me do a few of the things I rely on regularly when I build. The same toolbar will appear in all of the content types. Whether you're working in a homepage, a faculty profile, or other content types, you'll see the same toolbar. So let's learn a few tips that will make your life easier. I'm back in my BG site, and I'm going to head into my draft. And I've got some text I'd like to add about the BGs, and it's in a Word document. Because Microsoft Word can really create problems for any web interface you paste into it, Drupal's editor has a special Word clipboard that you can paste content into. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go down to the body field, and you'll see this little clipboard that has a W on it. This is where you're going to want to paste your Microsoft Word copy, and it will strip out any of the weird back-end stuff that Microsoft normally puts in. It preserved your link. But as far as Microsoft code that turns your text red, all that stuff's gone. Now that I have some text in here, you can do all sorts of things, like say you want to add some bullets. You do that just like you're working in a Word document. Say I wanted to make one of them bold. That's what the B is for. You're also going to see a couple of drop-down menus. The first one is where you'll attribute the HTML markup. This header markup is for the headings in your page, and remember that these are hierarchical, with the H2 being the most important one on your page. Don't forget to put important label text that you want search engines to find in your headings. So not just words like welcome, but something more meaningful like a complete history of the BGs. You want it to be specific. I'll then go over here and give it my H2. The other drop-down menu contains some special styles that you'll find invaluable as you build. You can put a solid line between text. I'll do that right now. So you just place your cursor where you want the line to be, and you'll add a solid line. I'm going to go grab a little bit more of my text. I have some Latin so that you'll actually see some more text beneath it. I've added it through my clipboard because it's coming from a Word document. You can create buttons or a button with arrows on it. So contact us, contact the BGs. Now, before I make it a button, let's learn how to make a link. There's a couple different ways you can make links in Drupal. I'm going to link to an internal path, so my setting here is correct. And if you start to type, it will auto-complete with the node number that's linking to another page in your site that you've already created. So you would have already had to have created that. Remember that pages in Drupal are nodes, and so every page has a node number associated with it. Now, say you wanted to link to something else outside of your own website. If you switch that link type to a URL, you can type the URL address. I'm going to come back up here and just for the heck of it, turn my Contact the BGs item into a button with an arrow. Before we leave completely, I wanted to make sure you notice that this is also where you would make a mail to link to an email address. Let's go ahead and close and see what interesting things I've done so far. I like to apply my changes. So here's my header. Here's my bullets and my bolded item. Here's my nice horizontal rule. And here's my button. And look at my links work. All great news. Let's go back into our draft. And I'm going to show you something else that we could do. So say item 2 was a PDF. For obvious accessibility and just convenience reasons, you always add a PDF tag, and then you're going to go back to your link item. Once you've highlighted the text that you would like to turn into a PDF link, you will go up to your link button. Under link type, if you toggle to the URL choice, you'll all of a sudden get this blue Browse Server button, or yellow if you scroll over it. You want to click the Browse Server button. Here you'd be able to upload an existing PDF that maybe you've already uploaded to Drupal, or you can go looking for something else. I have a test PDF. So you'll see it appear, and I'm going to double click on it. You'll now see the path for your link in the URL bar, and then you'll say OK. It's really that simple. Something else I'll show you while I'm in here. Just because there isn't a tip suggesting the size of an image doesn't mean that you can't inline an image into any of these text fields. I'm going to go ahead and place my cursor where I'd like to add an image, and I think it's helpful to know how to find images. My group image library actually already has a few images, so I'm going to go ahead and upload one of these. Good old Maurice. My alt tag was already present because I wrote it when I uploaded it for my home page. Now, one of the handy tricks you'll notice is if you actually have an image, then other styles open up to you in this style dropdown. I would like my image to be justified image left, so I'm going to go ahead and make that happen now. And it's really that simple. You go ahead and save, apply your changes, and there's Maurice justified left of the paragraph. Really, these styles are a lot of fun, and if you just kind of go in and start playing with them, you'll quickly see that they really do a lot to enhance your web page.